Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Big Suge, and that's my cousin Dre, and we make up the band league. Man, today's episode, we're going to be talking to y'all about mentors, man. Who somebody, Dre, that you looked up to, who helped you along the way, man, during this, life, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It was this badass nigga named Andre Thompson. You know what I'm saying? He was a street nigga. He dated my auntie. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got close to him, because I used to go to my auntie's house all the time, right? And he used to be over there, and I don't know, we kind of gelled, because I was a young nigga and I used to be kind of quiet and kind of soak up shit. You know what I'm saying? And he used to be the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I learned from him. Like, he used to be real quiet. He used to be a gang of people around and shit over my aunt's house. He used to be in the cut, real quiet, cool, calm, and collective. And he would just observe shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he would learn. He would learn by observing shit and not being a big ass loudmouth all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people can't learn by just talking. You got to shut the fuck up sometime and listen and observe and see how motherfuckers move and shit. But he was a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? Used to gang bang and stuff like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? He's a family man now, but you know what I mean? He used to tell me a whole bunch of stories about the streets and, you know what I'm saying, the little run-ins with the law and run-ins with niggas and shit. And yeah, we started doing music together as I kept going over my aunt's house and hanging with him and shit. We started doing music together, and that's how I started doing music. Me and the homies, and then, he came in and yeah, that was my boy. He still is my boy. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the OG nigga, Dre. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, I like what you said, man. Because E40 even say, man, shut the fuck up and listen sometimes, even if you're OG. You gotta shut the fuck up and listen sometimes, observe, watch where you at and all that shit, man. But let's get on into my, mentor growing up, man. My mentor growing up, man, I had to do this one, man. This one is dear to my heart, man. It's my uncle, man. Rock. Uncle Rock, man. He's a long haired nigga sometimes, man. We go back and forth, man, But I love my uncle, man. And growing up, I didn't have a father. My father was incarcerated, for 20 plus years. That's another story though within itself. But my uncle, man, he took on a big task, man. Helping my mom, his big sister, with me, and he didn't have to do it, man, but he did, and I love him for that. My uncle, taught me a whole lot of stuff, man, about, being a man and respecting people and how these streets run. And, life ain't just about, driving down the street, playing loud music, doing bullshit and all that. My uncle basically taught me, man, to get money, stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be, street nigga and all that, man. The niggas in the streets ain't the toughest niggas. These gang bangers and all that shit, they not the toughest niggas. These niggas that's taking care of their families, doing what they gotta do, to keep a roof over their head, and food in their family's mouth. Them are some of the toughest niggas in the world, and I salute them. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, my uncle, man, I just love my uncle, man. Quick little story, man. I don't want to be long-winded, man, but there was a time, man, where I thought I was going to start hanging with the wrong crowd. I'd start hanging with the niggas that's hollering, some gang banging shit and all that. I was in middle school and stuff like that. And my mom, had found out, man, that because she tried to give me a little freedom. She tried to let me start catching the bus,
Yeah.
home and stuff like that. Me, you know what I'm saying? My mom, is my mom. But she tried to let me start, loosen the leash a little bit. And I fucked up, right? I fucked up as a kid. I was about 12 years old. Started hanging. This was only a span of like a week. That's how fast my mom caught on to this shit. I got in trouble from some of these dudes in school And then my mom had to come up to the school and stuff like that. And my mom found out these dudes was gang banging and stuff like that. So my mom goes crazy, and then we drive after school, after that meeting with the principal, we drive to my uncle Rock's house, which is a ex gang member and stuff like that. He's who he is, and all that. And my mom says, yeah, this nigga trying to gang bang, and this nigga, want to do this and want to do that, right? And my uncle let me know, man, that I wasn't about that life, man. I was always a good kid, played Pop Warner football, played high school football, played a little bit of collegiate level football, due to the structure and all that my uncle and my mother, gave me, I was able to do those things, So, I tried to, break away a little bit, gave me a little bit, off the leash, a little tension off the leash, and I went and did some stupid shit. So we go over there, tells them the whole story and all that. My uncle said, man, you're not ready for that shit, man. What's wrong with you, man? What are you doing? And I'm thinking I'm tough. Man, man, if you just gonna hit me, man, you gonna whip me or whatever. Nah, man, he sat down and talked to me, man, about, why I shouldn't do this, what the fuck is going on with me, stuff like that. And, this ultimately changed my life, And I tried to be tough, and all that. But then my uncle consisted, of whooping my ass after that. You get what I'm saying? So, that ass whooping right there saved me from, hanging with the wrong crowd and gang banging, man. And to that, I have to say, I love you, Uncle Rock, for that. Because you've always helped my mom, kept me structured and stuff like that. And I was able to do a lot of things, off of that, structure that, you helped my mom give me. And I'm forever grateful for that, But anyway, I know I was a little long-winded and stuff like that, but
it's all good.
It is what it is. It's your man, not your boy Big Suge. That's my cousin Dre, and we the band league, and we out of this motherfucker. Just like that.